So there is a powerful warrior deity in South India who is the essence of most powerful Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, who was born to destroy a demon called Mahishi and restore peace in the world. After completing his life's purpose, he enshrined himself in the Mount Shabari, which is 3000 feet above the sea level, surrounded by dense forests filled with wild beasts. It was impossible for normal civilians who was the devotees of this deity to reach there. So as per the mythology, the deity himself devised a 41 days vratha or detoxing ritual, which done correctly, you are freed from all your bad deeds and karma from all your lives. And it transformed a normal man using his devotion, which is transformed into his discipline, can become a warrior god. So these are the 4 things, and the 4th thing is the most important and it's kind of triggering. So we will be discussing it at the last. So the number 1 is Brahma Muhurta routine. If you guys have watched our video about Brahma Muhurta, you know the ancient and scientific reason. Now the devotees who are undergoing this process, they wake up at Brahma Muhurta, which begins 1 hour 48 minutes before sunrise and ends 48 minutes before sunrise. And just by doing this, the process initiates. Then they walk to the nearest temple and at the same time doing a certain act called Sharanam Vili. Sharanam Vili is like uttering a syllable called Swami Sharanam Ayyappa, which means ultimate souls, you are the only hope. And it is said in a certain way with devotion. And here is the secret. 2 things you must do in Brahma Muhurta to reap its maximum award is number 1, movement, which increase the motivation chemical dopamine, decrease the fear hormone cortisol, and also release BDNF, which will transform your brain and other organs. And the second thing you must do in Brahma Muhurta is some kind of breath work, because our atmosphere is rich with pure oxygen in early morning. And you guys must have heard about how powerful these hyperbaric oxygen treatments are like, and what they can do, and how they can transform your body and brain. And if done correctly, this Sharanam Veli act as a breathwork, and generally they do this for 108 times. So without knowing the benefits, the devotees are motivated by devotion and reap all these benefits. Reduce stress level, increase alertness, increase immunity, improve hair and skin health, increase blood circulation, improves fat burning, increase testosterone and dopamine. That's why the second thing we should do is cold shower. During the freezing cold of November and December, these men who have initiated the process should take cold shower in early morning and evening. But the real secret behind the cold shower is that unlike other dopamine boosters like exercise and all, studies have shown that even short bout of cold shower can cause a lasting increase in dopamine, and most importantly, a sustained lasting elevation in mood, energy and focus. Wow. If you are in search of foundation of everlasting youth, this is it. Cellular repair, slowing down aging by keeping cells and DNA healthy, increase fat burning, drops insulin, and boosts longevity. That's why the 3rd thing you must do is intermittent fasting. Now if you have initiated this ritual, you must eat vegetarian food during fasting, also in such a way that there should be one big meal as a brunch. Also you can have snacks and early evening meals, and you should preferably cook food at home, that too only after taking proper bath. Also there are some other prescriptions for cooking, like it should be sattvic food, which are light, easily digestible, less spicy, and avoiding onion and garlic, etc. But this is the main idea. For the coming 41 days, you will not be living to eat. Instead, you will be eating for living, which itself in this 41 days period will bring unbelievable results in your energy and overall health conditions. Now, before explaining the last thing, there are few things you should know about the temple and the deity Ayyappa. So in this temple, women of a certain age group like 10 to 50 were not allowed. In India, especially in South India, temples are not treated as a place for prayer or worship. These are more like a home for the deity. And the deity is not like the Almighty God. A deity is like a symbolic representation of Almighty and is treated as a person with character. There are temples in South India where Lord Krishna is worshipped as a baby, and some other temples where Krishna is worshipped in his adult form as a chariot of Arjuna in Mahabharata. Also, there are temples where Devi or goddesses are worshipped as mother, princess, or fierce Kali form. So in the temple Sabarimala, the deity is treated as a Naishtika brahmachari, means he has willfully chosen the life of a celibate till death and has undertaken to live forever with his guru, and extreme discipline, physical hardship and control of sense is practiced. There are many other temples in South India where Ayyappa or Dharma sastha is worshipped in the form of an adult with his wives, and there is no age restriction for women there. If the deity was a female who is following celibacy, men would have been barred from those temples. Actually, there are temples in India where men are not allowed. Also, there is another cute story behind this tradition. Should I tell? Okay, but don't forget to subscribe if you like my storytelling. So before entering Sabarimala, there is another temple where the devotees go. It is the temple of goddess named Maligapurathama. So as I told in the beginning, Ayyappa was born to destroy a female demon named Mahishi, who can only be killed by a child born of both Shiva and Vishnu. So when Ayyappa fulfills his destiny by killing the demon, a beautiful woman emerges out of her body. She was actually cursed to live as a demon, and actually the curse has been reversed by killing her. But now she is freed from her curse. She asked Ayyappa to marry her, but Ayyappa explained her that that his purpose is to stay as a Naishtika brahmachari and help his devotees in their spiritual elevation. But however, he assures that when a time comes that Kanni Ayyappas or his first time young devotees stop coming to seek him, he will marry her. So because of his word, honor and respect towards goddess Malikapurathama, Ayyappa don't want young woman to come and see him. And this goddess is worshipped in temple near to Sabarimala temple. Now the main reason I talked about Naishtika brahmachari and all these things is to tell you about the last thing the devotees must follow, and that is, have you noticed my messy hair and beard, my long uncut nails, my black clothes and this Rudraksha necklace? So these 41 days, the person who has initiated this ritual should practice abstinence and austerity. Once you wear this black clothes and this garland, the process is initiated. The black clothes symbolically represent that the Ayyappa devotees is dead to the world of perception, emotion and thoughts. This is the process of removing I or the ego factor, and if you look back, it is the first step in every spiritual practice. And especially in my case, if I was doing this dopamine fasting or nofap just for 41 days, I wouldn't be this dedicated. I would have easily flaked, but now the belief and devotion works in my favor as an anchor. Mainly for these 41 days, you have to practice strict celibacy and you have to abstain from sexual thoughts, intoxications, bad habits, attachment to luxury and other instant gratification entertainments. And by doing all these things in 41 days, your whole being will be completely transformed to the core. If you commit to it, your whole identity will change. Now, I haven't talked about the benefits of celibacy because there are many misconceptions and it is a vast topic. Let's discuss it later. Now I should tell this. So there is still this misconception that by all these so-called no-fap communities who only focus on the single aspect of celibacy or brahmacharya, we can blame them. So the only aspect they are aware is about the semen retention and ojas accumulation. But the actual golden point of practicing brahmacharya or celibacy is to get to a point where we have total control over your emotion and thoughts from distraction. In this case, mainly sexual thoughts. When we are no longer thinking about sexual thoughts, especially in the times where we should focus on our purpose. For starting, you can read all these various books and literatures about sexual transmutation techniques. But most of these things are not fully explained anywhere. And if you want me to make a video about this topic, comment below. Now, if you want to learn the ancient and modern scientific explanation of all these practices, watch this video.